planning on going back to nursing school, I need you to listen closely because this is a conversation I wish my nursing professor had with me. It's not the syllabus talk, it's not the read a textbook talk, but the real talk about nursing school. Because nursing school is one of the hardest things you'll ever do. Not because you're not capable, but because no one tells you what it's really going to demand of you. I wish I had someone to do that for me. So hi, I'm Dr. Tiona and welcome to the Next Chapter Nurse, where I'll be talking about nursing beyond survival, career elevation, leadership, mindset, and building a life you don't need a vacation from. Today I will be sharing 6 things I wish my nursing professor told me. And if no one has told you these things yet, let me be the first one to tell you. So let's get into it. The first thing I wish my nursing professor told me is that nursing school is hard, and struggling does not mean that you're failing. I wish my professor had looked me straight in the eyes and said, Tiona, nursing school is supposed to be hard. I thought it would have been a ballpark. The first semester will humble you. You'll study for hours and still feel unsure. You'll walk out of exams questioning everything you thought you knew. And instead of explaining that this is normal, we were made to feel like something was wrong with us. But it's normal. It's new things you're learning. Let me say this clearly. Struggling does not mean that you're stupid. Struggling does not mean that you do not belong. Struggling simply means that your brain is being rewired to think like a nurse. And nursing school is not about what you know, it's about how you think. And I wish someone had told me this. Like, give yourself grace. You're learning a new language here. Because too many good students quit too early. Not because they couldn't do it, but because they thought they were the only ones struggling. Let me just highlight this. You are not. The second thing I wish my nursing professor told me is that studying the same way as you did before will not work in nursing school. Studying harder is not the answer. Studying differently is. Highlighting notes, rereading chapters, watching lectures on repeat. That might have worked before, but darling, you're now in nursing school and it requires application, not memorization. You are being trained to prioritize, anticipate complication, decide who needs help first, think about safety as a nurse always. That's why the NCLEX style question feels so frustrating to many students. They're not asking you, do you know the answer? What they're asking is, do you know the best answer? I wish my nursing professor had said, Tiona, stop asking what is the disease and start asking what could kill my patient first. That changes everything. Right? The third thing I wish my nursing professor had told me is that your GPA does not define the nurse you'll become. Ding, ding, ding. That is a big one. I wish my nursing professor had told me this, that grades are not a measure of your worth or your future success. Some of the most incredible nurses I know were average student nurses. They failed exam, they repeated courses, and some of them had straight A's. And straight A students were struggling in real world nursing. So why? Because nursing requires emotional intelligence. It requires adaptability, communication, and confidence under pressure. Things you do not always get graded on. That's why. So yes, do your best. Yes, take school seriously, but don't let one exam convince you that you don't belong in the profession. I know it's hard on nursing students. Your compassion, your resilience, and your commitment will matter far longer than your GPA. Trust me, your employer is not going to be asking you what was your GPA. The fourth thing I wish my nursing professor had told me is that nursing is not the only thing you can do with your degree. Nursing is foundation. It's not a limitation. No one sat us down and explained the range of what nursing could be. For example, as a nurse, you can become a nurse educator, a nurse executive, a legal nurse, a nurse consultant, a nurse anesthetist, a flight nurse, a researcher, a policy advocate, a business owner. You can even represent nurses at the state level. You can influence healthcare systems. You can build wealth, you can even lead. And if bedside is your passion, beautiful, because we need nurses at the bedside too. But if you feel called to do something else, that doesn't mean you're abandoning nursing. It means you're simply evolving in nursing. Now, the fifth thing I wish my nursing professor told me is that you need mentors, not just professors. I wish my professor had told me this. Your relationship matters just as much as your grades. Office hours are not just for struggling students. Listen to this. Office hours are not just for struggling students. They are for students who want access. Mentors open up doors you don't even know exist. So as a student, ask questions. Stay after class. Introduce yourself. One conversation you may have with your mentor or your professor can lead to a recommendation. It can lead to opportunities. It can change the direction of your career. And let me say this. If you're the kind of students professors trust, that says something powerful about you. And the sixth thing I wish my nursing professor had told me is that nursing should never cost you your identity. Nursing should not cost you your identity. You are more than just a nurse. Nursing school can consume you if you let it. Your time, your energy, your body, your mental health. But burnout is not a badge of honor. Protect your sleep. Protect your joy. Protect your sense of self. Because you don't exist just to pour into others. You deserve a full life inside and outside of nursing. So, these are my 6 things I wish my nursing professor had told me. And if no one told you these things in nursing school, let me tell you now. You can make it. You are capable and you get to decide what your nursing career looks like. This is the next chapter, nurse, and this is the beginning. If this video resonated with you, please like, subscribe, and share this with a nursing student or someone who needs to hear this. Until next time, keep turning the pages of the script of your life and